Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wolff Live.
Thursdays live with the Wolves.
That's right. Thursdays
Yeah.
live with the Wolves. We are so excited to be here. You can see that we're outside in gorgeous, sunny Arizona.
Yes.
And we're actually, if you see back there, we're just now setting up for our swimming pool movie night. The screen's not totally up yet over there, but we're going to pull it all the way up. There's our projector. We got our fire pit. Over here is where we got all the fun and the action. We got volleyball going on.
Got the jacuzzi right there,
Yep,
obviously.
The jacuzzi.
Got the volleyball. And
That's right.
Can you see over there,
And
Van?
we're actually, one of the things I like best about the pool party is that we're going to try out a new toy. We actually have a lounge that is a lounge that you sit in, but it's motorized. So it's a motorized lounge. We're going to check it out tonight. We'll
fun.
send you some pictures, and if we like it, we'll go get another one. Then we can do bumper boats.
That's right.
So we're super excited. We're going to talk about energy.
Yes.
Energy is just, I'm an abundance of energy. If you want to look for a role model on energy, you can check out, believe it or not, when I met Brian 37 years ago. Yes, we've been married 35 the end of July, and we met 2 years before that. When I met Brian 37 years ago, I was really hyper. I couldn't contain it. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And then luckily, Brian showed me how to hone that incredible energy.
Harness that energy.
That's energy.
Right. Yeah, and I always had a lot of energy, and I would always get psyched up when I would expose my mind to Tony Robbins and some of these other gurus that get you excited and motivated. But then I never had a vehicle until we found real estate. And Ron LeGrand really helped us with that. He showed us a way to do pretty houses and other types of deals.
Ron changed our life forever. Yes. We love you, Ron, and he's been such a blessing to so many people. And now we can be a blessing to others.
That's right. So now we teach the 7 different deals that we will go through with you guys. And there's training if you go back on our Facebook, and you know what, I'm going to do something to update this, but there is some training called Be a Transaction Engineer that goes through all the different 7 deals and how they're structured and all that. So that training is on our YouTube. And so you could find it if you have not seen that training. It's called Be a Transaction Engineer. It's on YouTube.
I love that. It's on YouTube.
Facebook.
But
so we're talking about energy, guys. And now Lynette has great energy, obviously. We love to talk about roles. And so just think to yourself, I am energetic me. And there are times in your life when you've been brimming with energy and just really excited about something and have a ton of energy. So if you found yourself in that situation, use that energy. You know what? Actors that, these famous actors, they call it sense memory. So you remember times that you felt super enthusiastic and excited and energetic. So that's our first tip. Write that down. Remember a past time when you had tons of energy. Think of it right now. Think of a time when you were just full of energy, running around, and just because you're really excited, probably really excited about something. Enthusiasm is contagious. Think back about that time. Emulate those emotions. So get back to that state of mind that you were in at that point. And then I want you to label that. You're going to create a role. And I don't care if you call it just energetic me, or you can have your own spin on it.
Energizer Bunny.
Yes, they call Lynette, that's her nickname, is Energizer Bunny.
Yep.
So she has that. And you know what? Whenever she wants to get going, she can just think, I am the Energizer Bunny.
That's right. I do.
Yes.
I do. Actually, I used to teach, I used to be a physical trainer and teach aerobics. And it was called Lynettex. That was the name of it. But so harnessing that energy, and like Brian's saying, it's part of your mind. Here's the ironic thing is that when you wake up in the morning,
should be more of this way.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here. So when you wake up in the morning, I actually love going hiking. So I go hiking almost actually 6 days a week. So when I wake up, I don't care if it's 4:35 in the morning, I'm like, yes. And I go, oh, I can't wait. Because guess what? After you work out, even if you're kind of tired before you go work out, once you work out, those natural endorphins really kick in. And they kick in for a long time. So you have that extra energy. and it lasts all day. So it's not just what you think and what you eat and what you do.
Right. There's two parts of energy, guys, physical and emotional. So we like to talk about both. The first one that I talked about there was more of an emotional one, getting in the right mindset and the right role of being energetic you. Now, another one, though, is physical. And, although back to the emotional, that nicely dovetails with what we talked about on Tuesday. And that was passion.
That's right. Passion.
Finding your passion and being passionate about the real estate investing business or whatever else. So we love that passion, and passion can bring great energy.
That's
right. So write that down. Number 2, guys, when you find your passion, that automatically, naturally brings great energy. However, if you want more energy, and write down number 3, for more energy, focus on compelling goals and visualize to make them even more compelling. Okay, so
awesome.
Get compelling goals, things you really want and desire. And we talked about this a little bit on Tuesday, guys. If you missed that, we are putting together some podcasts now with old Teaching Tuesdays, prior Teaching Tuesday events. So we're going to have those accessible for you. But get that passion into your work, and that will really motivate you and give you a lot more energy. So number 3 is inject passion, find your passion, and that will naturally bring a lot more energy.
So number 1, you've got the mental. Number 2, the physical. And
yes.
The physical has to do with what you're eating too.
Right. So physically, I talked about this a little bit this morning on Brunch with Brian. Now, if you guys are not on Brunch with Brian,
you got to
be on that.
Man.
So that's a live stream just like this every morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. So get on that, and that's great. And we talk about a lot of things, including health. So a diet that I follow, and I really changed my life with, and when I lost 50 pounds, I actually went from 204 down to 154 in 50 weeks. It took, and I just was focused, and it took, I didn't go crazy with anything. Well, all I did was I built my consumption of food. I changed the way I ate. I ate 5 times a day, smaller meals, tiny like snack meals, I call them. And then that was great. And that way I could never be too hungry, never really be hungry, always have, decent meals and food. And it really helped my body to metabolize. You're not really built to metabolize 3 Whopper meals in a day. And part of that's just going to go to fat. So that's why it's better to eat smaller portions. So smaller portion satisfaction. If you didn't take that note from this morning, smaller portion satisfaction.
That's actually a big key for myself as well. I don't eat big meals. When we go out to eat, we split meals.
Yes, that's right.
Ron LeGrand's like, can you not afford to pay for 2 meals? We're like, no, we just enjoy
don't want all the extra
having
food
half
waste.
The food.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
People
right.
way overeat. So that's my best tip.
Lynette is, and then I would say number 4 is eat right. So that was
put
more
that
of a
as a
physical
separate
thing.
category?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's eating right is a huge thing. And then, getting some kind of exercise, physical exercise. If you're a sloth laying around on the couch all day, you are not going to have energy, and it's going to just be your inertia. And so I always loved when we were little kids, we found that word inertia and we glommed onto it because every time my mom would take a corner in the car, this was before the days where people wore safety belts and that was mandated. We didn't even have safety belts in the back seat. They might have had a couple in the front. So whenever my mom would take a corner, we'd say inertia, and we'd all go flying into the person on that end and crash into them. So inertia is the tendency of a body once in motion to remain in the same motion unless acted upon by a force. So if you're just waking up and you are structuring your lifestyle with a lot of sedentary, like you're sitting at a desk all day long and you're not getting up and being active physically and getting around, you're not going to have the energy.
Let me give you a tip on that.
You got to act energetic to be energetic, right?
Yes.
So you got to find some kind of energetic activity that you can get out and get hopping.
And half the job is starting. So let me tell you, just say, hey, I'm going to go walk to the mailbox and get the mail. Okay.
Yes.
And then when you start walking, you're like, oh, maybe I can walk a little further. Let me go ahead and walk around the block, or let me walk a little further. I used to trick myself at night. I would say I had to do sit-ups every night. This is when I was in high school, before I was in bodybuilding. I had to do sit-ups every night was my goal. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to do sit-ups. So I'd say, oh, come on the floor and do one sit-up, Lynette, because you said you were going to do sit-ups every night. So I'd do one sit-up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do a couple more. So that's what I mean. You start the exercise task, and the rest follows.
That's right. Now, guys, one of the best little techniques that I used for food, for enabling myself to make the right choice in a food choice moment. So when are the food choice moments? When you're going grocery shopping and when you're deciding what to eat at that moment. So both times, if you can get yourself in the right role. The problem with most of us is we're kind of thinking, if you had a lousy day, you're kind of thinking, oh, you know, poor me. Okay, if you're thinking poor me, or this person wasn't nice to me, or I didn't have a good day, or whatever, is that the right mindset to eat real healthy?
No.
Or to probably eat unhealthy? More or less eat unhealthy. And even, you know, I will definitely, if I'm in a negative emotional funk, I have been known to eat badly over that, you know, so I think everybody has done that at some point when you're just in a weird mood, or, you know, and you eat a bunch of food that's, you know, is not good for you. So, but if you can think, the two roles that I would think of would be super fit me and soldier me. And so both of those, disciplined soldier me, you know, a disciplined soldier is not going to eat a whole bunch of chocolate, you know, and out on that. Where's the discipline, right? And just super fit me, at times in my life have been real super fit, so it's just a mentality. So that can help you in a food choice moment. Just put yourself in the right mindset and realize that you're in some mindset. And probably when you're doing your damage eating, you know, if you eat badly, you're probably not in the perfect role in your mind.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. So,
roll control.
That's right. So guys, we're going to eat bad tonight though. See, but we're going to be in a partier role. So if you party once in a while and have people over and do some party and you eat, you know, and you have a big sumptuous feast, that's cool. You know, as long as it's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, you're going to end up, you know, bloated and not have the energy. And so even too, about energy with your diet, watch your sugar and your caffeine consumption.
Oh yeah.
Especially sugar, because you know, if you're feeling logy and have low energy and you eat a candy bar, yes, you're going to spike up for 10, 15 minutes, maybe a half hour, and then you're going to crash. Right. So when you crash, then you're going to want to eat some other sugary treat or a diet soda or something unhealthy. So, you know, that's why you don't want to be doing those up and down, riding that sugar roller coaster. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Because if I get on that sugar roller coaster in the morning, like if we're out on the road or something and you know, we'll eat some breakfast and then they'll have these unbelievable rolls or donuts or something that I can't resist. And, you know, even though I try to eat fit, you know, I don't eat perfect. I just eat a little less. And so you know, I'll eat some big donut and then I'll spike up just like that and crash down. And then you're on that roller coaster, because then you're going to want to eat sugar again and go up and down and up. So you don't want to get on the roller coaster in the very beginning. So that's the key, is that just don't get on the sugar roller coaster in the beginning of the day. And then you'll be able to make it to the end without riding it.
So when you have more energy, just like everything we've been talking about here, you're going to be a lot more productive as a successful real estate investor.
Yes, and you guys who want to be real successful, we're doing a really cool one day next month. And it's going to be on a Friday next month in July. And it's called Taking Action in Social Media. And it's about your summer of social media. And we're going to be training up on how to get leads, how to get great seller and buyer leads on social media. And we'll be talking about other things, how to process the leads, how to organize your office, and some other things. And we'll go into the whole thing, guys.
If you're interested in that, just call our office and ask for either Dashiell or our office manager.
Yes.
And they will get you hooked up. So,
now, you guys who have our social media, our social media marketing for free package, you guys already are coming to that for free. So you'll be notified exactly when that is.
But the rest of you guys, call our office. We'll show you what it would take to get on board. Okay, bless you. So this has, bless you.
Yeah.
This has been a phenomenal Facebook Live on Thursday, YouTube Live.
It's getting warm out here. It's like 100 and
it's 107.
Yeah, 107
out here. It's actually 107 out here right now.
So we're enduring the heat. I don't wear shorts very often, but you caught me in shorts today.
So we're going to go get ready for our Swim Up movie theater pool party.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe someday now, guys, we do events right here at our house. So maybe sometime in the next year or so, you'll be here at the house and we'll do some swim party with you.
We'd love to have you here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
This is Lynette and Brian Wolff.
The Wolff couple.
The Wolff couple. So
And
keep taking action. Expect
take
success.
care, guys. Take care of yourself. And some of the states where the coronavirus, remember, it's not over because New York got over. So if your state is kind of spiking up, definitely be taking care of yourself. We're in Arizona, and it's getting mentioned a lot in the national news, and because we are spiking up. So we're trying to do what we can to take care of ourselves, but we're still doing lots of business, and we want you to too. So
that's right.
Hang in there with us, and we're on an upward trajectory, and upward and onward for greatness.
Right. This is the Wolff couple howling for your success.
Oh. See you soon.